Hello friends, how is it going? Today I have a car boot haul to show you. There's a cricket club 6 or 7 minutes away from me, and sometimes they organize car boot sales on their field every 2 or 3 weeks. And last weekend it was the last one for this year. So even if I have plenty of stock, I had to go because it's the last one of this year. And there are other car boot sales that are still going on, and they take place every Sunday or every Saturday, but they're not that close to me, and sometimes I just don't feel like going. And I don't know if I will have another car boot this year, maybe just one, because it's already October. I filmed a little bit there, so let me show you that first, and I will meet you back here for the haul. Enjoy! For those of you who don't know, car boot sales are the UK version of yard sales, something like that. We still have yard sales here, but they are not that common as in the United States, for example. So people take their stuff in their cars and they go to a field usually. Sometimes there are indoor venues and they sell their stuff there at very good prices. There's usually a fee for the sellers between £5 and £10, depending on the size of the car. People who go with the vans are usually charged more, and buyers usually just pay a small fee, which can be 50p or £1.
That one's £1, love.
Put it down quick, you know. No, see ya. Have that one.
Oh, thank you so much. I've got staples in.
Go on, I'll check on that.
Thank you, darling. You're welcome, love. Thank you.
Real Madrid's great and Barcelona's great. No, it doesn't.
And I know it's not had any falls, you know. And that box is a fiver, so a tenner for all that.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, love. They're indoor and outdoor, and they've got the different settings on them. Just tip. They just.
I might let you take these photos. She used to do the last thinking I'm both. Can't bring mum anywhere, can you? Not far away, is it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, alright. Sweep around me, I'll drag you straight back then, yeah.
Thank you. To get his 11 days. I said, right, we'll go with that then. They're just struggling because of their holidays, because of when it is. Maybe getting my little one.
It's my youngest that's having one and all. Yeah, not 29-year-old and 25-year-old. We just said to me this morning,
Put it in your pocket.
oh, you don't take a picture and send it to him. Yeah, I'd love to see that video.
I've got them.
Okay.
Yeah. It's sad. Yeah, there's everything in it.
You never noticed them. You might have lost one, do you?
Oh, that's the thing, you think it's getting a good fit, isn't it?
I'd have preferred the mitten ones.
I thought they were dog fur ones.
Welcome back here. I hope you enjoyed watching that. Let me know if you think that there was a lot of stuff or not so much, because at first I just thought there's nothing much today. I thought I would just leave with a couple of things, but then I found more and more things, and at the end I was pretty happy with what I got. So the first thing that I bought is this beautiful painting. I don't know what kind of bird it is. Is it just a duck? I don't know, but I love that it's an original and you actually can see the texture of the paint. I'm not sure about the frame though. I am very tempted to paint it all gold or all white. What do you think? I feel that the attention should be on the painting because it's so beautiful. So please let me know what you think of this. Would you paint it white or gold, or just leave it as it is, or just find a different frame for it and sell the frame separately, because the frame is quite unique as well. Then from the same lady, I bought this organizer. I've never sold anything like this in my shop. I never had something like this, but I loved the shape and I paid £2 for it. Oh, and I paid £2 for the painting as well. And I don't know, I just liked the pierced patterns on it. And I like that it's a useful things, because it's nice to have beautiful things around the house, but I think it's even nicer if they are also useful. Then I bought these 3 things from another seller. They were in a bin. One of them is this crumb tray. It's made of brass. It was quite dirty, but I cleaned it and now it's lovely. Then this brass pedestal bowl with handle. It looks like a basket. I love the scalloped edges and I'm very tempted to keep for myself. I also cleaned this one. It still has some tarnish, especially on the inside, but it's very pretty. And the third thing is this brass trivet. I think the design in the middle is an Asian, maybe Chinese letter, but I don't know. I like the edge. It looks like bamboo and it has a hook on the back, so you can hang it on the wall or somewhere when you don't use it. So for these 3 things, I paid £1.50, so that's 50 pence each. Then I found this cross. It's made of brass, but someone painted on it. So I think I will need to try to take all the paint off. I've never sold religious stuff in my shop, so I don't know if they will do well or not. I actually have 2 other similar crosses that I actually want to list today because someone saw them on Instagram in a reel and they asked me details about them, so I want to take more pictures and list them today. So I hope they will do well. I paid £2 for it. I also bought this small trinket box. It's made of metal. I think it's pewter, but I'm not sure. I'm not good at this. If I remember correctly, I paid 50 pence for it. I loved the details on it and I thought it was adorable. It's so small and nice. What do you think? Then from a young couple, I think they were clearing their grandparents' house or something, because I don't think they knew that this was uranium glass. Because if they knew, I don't think they would have sold it for £1.50. This is what I paid for it. So this is an Art Deco vase, and when I saw it on the table, I kind of knew that it would be uranium glass because it grew nicely in the sun, but you can't actually tell just by looking at it in daylight if something is uranium glass. You need a black light for it. And I actually had my black light torch in my pocket, but I didn't feel comfortable taking it out and starting to light their stuff with it. And I think they would have thought, what is she doing? Do we have something special here? But as soon as I put it in the bag, I had to test it because I couldn't wait until I got to the car. And I was happy to see that it glows. And I actually bought this one too from them. This one sadly is not uranium glass. I kind of knew it before buying it, but I wanted to buy it anyway and see. Between the 2 of them, one of them must have been uranium, and luckily it was. It was also £1.50, and I like that it has the flower frog and it has a nice shape too with the ruffle edge. I didn't do any research on it yet. I don't know who the maker was and when it was made, but yeah, it's a nice piece, isn't it? So someone started to make some noise outside. They are cutting a tree or something, so if the background noise is upsetting, I apologize for that. But I have to continue with this video now because a little bit later I have to go and pick up my kids from school and then it would be impossible to finish this video. So from a different lady, I bought these 2 things. I don't even know what they are. Are they sugar bowls? Are they gravy boats? I have no idea, and I couldn't find them on Google either. First I thought they were brass, but they are actually silver plated and they were made here in Sheffield. It's that kind of silver plate that has a gold tint to it. And I polished one of them and it looks a little bit more silvery, and I left the other one how it was, and I think I liked it more with the patina. What is your opinion on this? Should I polish this one too, or should I leave it alone? What do you think? And I paid £1 for each of them, so £2 for the pair. Then from a gentleman, I bought this unique bird. Is it a duck or is it a fat pigeon? I don't know. I paid £1 for it, and it's made of wood, and the wings are made of a shell, mother of pearl, I think they're called. and it also has some brass elements to it, and I think it's lovely. I think it's so beautiful and unique. So I bought this from him, and then I moved on, and then on my second round on his table I saw two more things, and one of them is this crocodile. I think it was meant to be a nutcracker, but I don't know if it's heavy and sturdy enough to actually crack some nuts. I'll have to test it with some nuts. I hope it won't bend or something. And I paid, oh, was it £1 or 50p? I don't know. But when the gentleman saw me and when he saw me picking this up, he said, I knew you would come back for it. And I was like, I didn't even see it the first time. Where was it? And he also had this Tutankhamun thing. It was designed to stay nicely on this stone base, but it doesn't stay there anymore. So I think I will need to put some glue or just take it out because the stone has some scratches. And I don't know. What do you think? Is this such a weird thing? I don't know why I bought it. Sometimes I'm questioning my choices. But I bought it and I have it now, so let me know what you think of it. And then from another young couple, I bought this. I paid £2 for it. It looks like Wedgwood, but it's not. It is stamped on the bottom, Jasperware, made in England since 1800s. Dodson and Hanley? Yeah, I think that's what it says. Haven't heard of this maker before, but it's very similar to Wedgwood, and I paid £2 for it, and I hope it will sell. And also from them, I bought this pair of candle holders. I had them before, and they sold for, I think they sold for £28 or something like this. And they are made by Minton, and the pattern is called Haddon Hall. And I also paid £2 for them. And also from them, I bought this cutie. It's also uranium glass, and I also didn't know until I put it in the bag. It was only £1 because it has a couple of chips. But other than that, I think it's very pretty, and I hope some collector will appreciate it and buy it. Then I bought these two frames. They had labels with prices on them, which said £2.50 each. And I asked the lady if that's actually the price. And she said, oh, you can have them both for £3. So I paid £1.50 for each one. This one is made of brass and it's vertical. And this one is made from a different metal and has some gilt on top, which worn off in places. So maybe I'll try to give it another layer of gold paint. I love the chain on this one. And one of them actually had some pressed flowers inside, and I thought that was very cute idea. But I think it would work nice with pictures as well, or I don't know, other keepsakes. And then I came across a lady who had a whole set of these pieces. She had 15 spice jars, a smaller and a larger teapot, a biscuit jar, a mustard pot, and a smaller pot which says butter on it. I paid £10 for the whole box, and I thought it was a great deal because I actually have a set of 6 spice jars in my shop and on Etsy, and they are getting a lot of attention on Etsy. So I think they will sell sooner or later. I can always drop the price if they don't. But I think this was a very good deal. What do you think? Then I found a butter dish, or I think they were also used for caviar back in the day. It's very fancy. I sold a very similar one just last week, and this one was only 20p. These people were selling for a charity, and it was in a box where everything was 20p. And first I found the metal dish, and I knew that it has to have a glass insert as well, and I looked in the box and sure enough it was there. Yeah, I think it was a very good find. And from the same people that were selling for charity, I bought this bag with small metal pieces. I don't know if that's brass or some sort of other metal with a gold layer on them. And I also bought these miniature candlesticks from them. I paid £4 for all these things. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, how I'm going to sell them, or I should put them also as a bundle as I bought them, or make little sets, or every piece individually, but I think that would take me ages to list. So I think I will make little sets or just a whole bundle. I have to see about that. Then I found a set of 3 brass elephants. I think I paid £2 or £3 for them. I can't remember exactly how much they were. I sold a similar set before for £25, but those were smaller, so I think I can get a little bit more for this set. Then I bought these 3 pieces from a lady. One of them is this beautiful trinket dish in the shape of an umbrella. I already cleaned it, so it's nice and shiny. I paid £1 for this one. Then this adorable turtle. I sold 2 of these before. I think I sold them for £14 or something like that. I paid £1 for it. It's adorable and I know that they sell. And the third thing is this small jug made of brass and copper. I paid 50p for it and I've never had one so small. And I think it would look nice grouped with different sized similar jugs. What do you think? I only have a couple of things to show you, maybe 3 things. And one of them is this beautiful, wonderful tureen. It's an antique from the late 1800s. And I love that it has all 4 pieces, the dish, the lid, the small ladle, and the plate that comes under. It has a small crack on the lid, but I still think it's so great. And I paid £4 for it. And the last 2 things that I bought from a lady, one of them is this brass bell. I think it would be lovely for Christmas, maybe with a string attached and hung on the tree, or just like this. It was 50p. And this crochet blanket, I love the colors. I think they are so perfect for this season. And the lady told me that it was made by her grandma and that it's 40 years old. It is not perfect. You can see that it was actually used and maybe washed many times, but I think it's beautiful. Please tell me that I did the right decision to buy it. What do you think of it? I've just found these things that I also bought from this car boot sale. I forgot about them because I put them in a different place. They are all cross stitches and I paid £1 for this floral one. I love the poppies and I love the pattern on the vase. And also this pair, look how adorable those mice are. And I think they would look nice together, and I paid £1 for each. So all 3 of them were from the same seller and I paid £3 for them. So this was everything that I had to show you today. One of my favorites is this tureen. I think it's gorgeous. And another one is this duck. So unique. What was your favorite? Please let me know in the comments. And please let me know your thoughts about this frame, what I should do with it, and also if I should polish this piece as I did with this one. I really need your advice here. Make sure to check with me on Monday to see if any of these things will sell by then, because I know many of you already know this, but maybe some of you don't. I post a video every Monday where I show what things sold from my shop in the previous week. So if anything from these things will sell over the weekend, they will be included in Monday's video. As usually, I will try to upload most of these things to my website by the time this video goes up. So you should find them there now when you're watching this video. And if something is not there, it may be either because it already sold or most likely because I didn't list it. So feel free to reach out, send me a message either on Instagram or an email. I will leave them both linked in my description down below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Subscribers usually get a notification when I upload new videos. That's normally on Fridays and Mondays. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!